So just short video today. Received a great call last night from one of my clients who's getting ready to come home from federal prison and sentenced to 45 months in prison. Did the residential drug and alcohol program as well as getting the First Step Back credits. And all in all, he'll do about 15 months in prison, which is fantastic. Great guy. When he got the 45-month sentence, it was 45 months, but to him it was like a life sentence, being away from his family. And to do 15 months has been just a huge break for him. And this is a guy that's worked extremely hard to start to rebuild his life while he's been in prison. He stayed sober. He'll be graduating from the RDAP program. He's taken a lot of classes. He's done a lot of programming hours, and he's getting ready to move his life in the right direction. And he's going to go to a halfway house or maybe even home confinement. I'm really happy for him. He already has a job lined up. I have no doubt he's going to be incredibly successful. And I'm looking forward to connecting with him in person over the course of the next month or 2 months when he gets home. But I said to him, okay, so you're getting ready to come home. The ordeal is basically over. How was it? And we had a brief talk on the phone the other night, as long as we could from prison. And, he said to me, it wasn't what I expected. He said, people tell you that, there's going to be a difficult time missing your family. It's going to be a difficult time with boredom. But other than that, he goes, I thought I was going to what they call club fed. And he goes, and I got to tell you, it's really not club fed. And, I asked him to elaborate a little bit. He said, when I first got here, I'm in here with guys that committed securities fraud, healthcare fraud, guys that are in here for kickbacks, mortgage fraud, wire fraud, COVID-19 fraud, DME, things of that nature, all white collar crimes. And he said, as I'm coming to the end of my sentence, the whole unit is turned over. And now I'm in here with mostly low to medium level drug dealers. And I'm in here with a lot of guys that started off in the medium or the low and have worked their way down to camp points. So I'm not in here with guys that I was in here with before, the type of guys that are, easygoing, white collar guys that are not looking to get in trouble. Now I'm in here with drug dealers. I'm in here with guys with higher security levels. And he said, I'm not in any danger of anything happening to me, but it's just not an environment that I have been used to or an environment that I really feel comfortable with. So he's looking forward to coming home this week and in putting all of this behind him. He's done a great job at recreating his life while he's been in prison. But it's interesting that, he kept on using the expression, it's not the club fed that I expected. So I think I've mentioned several times that I myself have never been in federal prison. At the time of my arrest back in 2012, I had sentencing guidelines of 78 to 97 months with my mitigation work, my restitution, some other factors. I ended up getting sentenced to 1 year home confinement. I'm grateful for that. I was really fortunate. But I've got a lot of people that work on my staff that have served time at people like FCI Miami, Lewisburg, Lompoc, that when we do have clients that are going into prison, we can share the experience of the team and how they were able to get through it. One thing that my client always talks about when he calls is, you got to know how to move in here. And I've never had that expression before. You got to know how to get along. You got to know what to say, what not to say, how to act when you're in line, what the spending the money is all about in the commissary, how you're getting your food and your snacks, what the phone calls are all about, what the internet service is all about, the jobs, the things you can do, the things you can't do. He always talks about being able to move. That's a really important fact of going into prison. Our clients have all gone to camps. We've got a bunch of people that are getting ready to come home anywhere from the next month to the next 6 months. We've got a couple clients that are getting ready to go into federal prison shortly. Our staff is all people that's recently been released from federal prison, so they've got a fresh perspective on it. They understand the drug and alcohol program. They understand how the First Step Back works. They know what programming courses to recommend to you to help you get the least time possible. So I feel like our team has a really fresh outlook on serving time in federal prison. So, if you've been contacted recently by federal investigators, you've been arrested, you've been indicted, you think at some point there's a chance that you may have to serve time in federal prison, the contact information's in the bio. Give us a call. Either myself or one of my team members will have a no obligation, confidential talk with you. We'll see if we can assist you through this journey.